Yeah, welcome. This is the Infinite Ambition Podcast. Recognize your limitless worth, damn it. This is episode 17.
We are back after a little bit of hiatus. Man, feels so good, man. Feels good to be back. Today, I am here with my homie, Logan Daniel. What's good with you, man?
Yo, what's up, Khari?
Yeah, man. Some of y'all may have recognized him from a track we did a few weeks ago just for fun. That was pretty cool. What was that? My cup runneth over, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you can find that on YouTube. It's on my YouTube channel, Martino G, 1999-81. And it's going to be on the new Infinite Ambition channel, which is being worked on right now. But, yeah, man, like, you've been here for a little while, right? Like, in and out?
Yeah, in Crested Butte.
Yeah,
so I got here in Crested Butte in December.
Okay.
And it's funny because that's how I met you, through getting a job at Creme.
Right.
And that's how I lived here in the first place, because Curtis, the owner of Creme, actually got me a place to live.
That's what's up.
So it worked out pretty good. It was pretty synchronized.
Nice, man. Yeah, so like for those people who may not have met you before or don't really know you, what's a little background about yourself? That would be interesting for people to find out when they get to like see you around later on.
Yeah, you know, man, I'm kind of just new to the game and everything. You know, I just graduated high school last year, so I'm still a youngin' out here, kind of just finding my way, doing what I like, just adventuring. I'm a nomad.
Hell yeah.
I'm building a background for myself as we speak.
Dope, man. That's good. Out here is a good place to do that.
Yeah, for sure. Me being from Texas, living in Colorado, I've just never experienced all these outdoor activities and just the vibes you can get from being in the mountains.
Hell yeah.
It's really spectacular, and it's really put me on a new journey.
That's sick. There's definitely a new world.
Yeah.
What kind of journey do you hope to be? Would you hope to be experiencing out here? Like, what kind of stuff would you hope to get into?
Man, there's so much. Like I've been living with people who've lived here all their life, and they just keep telling me how there's still so much to do out here. Like there's just so many hidden gems everywhere. But I mean,
there is. Right
now, what I'm doing, I'm perfectly fine with. I'm just enjoying myself, like doing new stuff, like mountain biking and hiking, like, and getting into camping and just all this new stuff. Just constantly doing new stuff and learning and doing stuff that's not in your regular routine for growth.
What's been some of your favorite camping spots since you've been out here?
Well, I actually haven't been camping yet, but I plan on camping at Hartman's and maybe up Taylor Reservoir.
Oh yeah.
Is that up Almont?
Yeah, is that direction? Yes, out through Almont.
What am I? Not Taylor Reservoir. What is it called? Taylor Canyon or something? Yeah. Okay. I've been on a really cool hike there, and I've seen a lot of cool camp spots. So.
Yeah, I've hiked that. I hiked, well, a little bit of hike, but camped at Hartman's before. The Hartman's is dope, man.
Yeah.
Out of all the places I camped out in this area, I think that was my favorite spot so far.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. When I moved to Gunnison, everyone was like, "Oh, you're close to Hartman's, like that's a good spot."
Yeah, right there.
And then I got a mountain bike, and like that's in my backyard, and it's free, man. You can just go there every day to this amazing rock formation and mountain bike down it.
Man, it's like I say all the time. Yeah, we live in a postcard. We live in a fine art painting. It's so great because like you look around everywhere, 360 degrees. There's not really any bad views. Everywhere to go is something outdoorsy to do and just enjoy that nature. Like anytime, any season, we're dominated by winter, but the short summer we have out here, very minuscule spring and fall we have out here, they're so vibrant. And it's just beautiful everywhere you go.
Yeah, man, like everyone says, I mean, we live where people vacation. It's such a blessing to realize that, and I'm so grateful to live here, man. It's been a great experience so far.
Yeah, talk to me about this. Now you said before we started recording, you was talking a lot about yoga and yoga you're getting into. Talk to us about that. Tell them about what if there's different forms of yoga that you've been into.
Yeah.
The way you practice.
So yeah, we were talking about yoga and breath work. And yeah, like before we started this, I was a little nervous, a little like not comfortable. So I just was like, "Yo, Khari, I'm about to do some breath work."
Right.
just finding a deep breathing technique, in through the nose, out through the mouth, you know, whatever works for you. There's so many breathwork techniques out there that you can use really quickly if you're feeling overwhelmed, or, you know, you got a little anxiety before you step on stage, like you were saying, you know. So I really like breath work to kind of calm the nerves and stuff a little, and get comfortable and get in that flow state.
Yeah, that really works. It works for so much.
Yeah, and I want to ask you something, because when I was did that come out?
I don't even know where it went.
It's right here. This.
Oh. Yeah, almost every episode, some kind of blooper that goes down. And we're back.
What up?
So, what was your question?
So yeah, Khari, when I would see you behind the grill at Elk Ave Prime, and for those of you that don't know, Elk Ave is like the nicest steakhouse in Crested View. Would you say so, Khari?
Yeah, I'm not just saying that because I worked there. I think it really is. That's why I wanted to work there so bad when I first got that job there. I was pretty excited about it.
Yeah, how else would you describe Elk Ave Prime? Because it's a pretty serious.
Very upscale.
Yeah.
Very upscale.
Very high classy people.
Absolutely.
So, and Curtis is a serious man, you know, it's kind of all business, no games over there.
Yeah, they run a tight ship, man. It shows too. I mean, Diners Club award winners for 3-4 years in a row. You know?
You're right.
They doing it.
Yeah, so stuff's pretty real over there, and when I got the job, you know, I worked in restaurants before, but nothing that nice, so it was just a little intense for me. And, yeah. Stuff would get intense, and I just see you behind the grill. I mean, and no matter what, man, you're just in this flow.
It's fun, man. I love that type of environment. That's where, like, just, I don't know. It's like, I can't see myself doing anything less.
Right. So how long have you been a chef for?
I've been working in restaurants roughly 19 years. Give or take a year or two break here and there, but 19 years, yeah.
You ever been a waiter?
Nah.
Not for you?
Yeah, I don't think it's for me.
Yeah.
I'd rather be actually making the food than serving it, and that's taking nothing away from the front of the house, because that's a very honorable position they do. I just take a lot of pride in what I do, like cooking, handling food. That's my wheelhouse. That's where I feel the most comfortable, and it's fun. It's creating.
Yeah. It seems like you definitely run the show in the back of the house. Like, you don't even...
I'm a smoke on a well-oiled machine. I'm part of it.
Yeah, you're just like a humble beast, just like whipping up steaks. You don't really talk, man. You just kind of
keep your head
down.
You gotta be focused and, like, focused and humble, but smart, but confident at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, I mean, any nervousness and jitters show. It's gonna show in your work.
Yeah.
And there's really no space for that at that place. It's like a little margin of error for that, and then you're gone. So.
Yeah, straight up. Would you say that since you you can easily see yourself doing that, and you don't want to be doing anything else, would you say that makes it easier to just like get in that flow of things?
Yeah. It does. Like in the moment. I mean, I still have like other aspirations and visions and things I want to do, things I'm doing now that I want to make bigger eventually in the future. Mm-hmm. But as far as like my career as 9 to 5 or my trade, natural skills, that's one of them. That's always going to pay the bills and put food on the table. You know, It's always going to make sure I'm good. But it's just one of the many things that my heart is into. But as far as like making that corporate level of it, that's not where I'm going. So yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would say to people. Like, you have to find something that you like to do, that you enjoy doing, mm-hmm. and like go crazy with that one thing.
Hell yeah.
Because like you're in the flow of things, man. Nothing can stop you when you get in that flow of things.
Hell yeah.
So I just think you can take something much farther when you have a passion for it.
You will. You do. Because then you start getting ideas for how to get better at it, or how to expand on that. It doesn't feel too much like a job anymore. It just feels like a hobby you're getting paid steadily for after a while.
Yeah, like for example, like let's take a stockbroker who actually loves the stock market and is like freaking crazy about it.
Yeah.
He's gonna be busting his balls on it all day, and it's not even like he's working. It's like he's playing or something. Like,
yeah,
it's like the same thing as work and play. But for someone who's just doing it for the money, they're gonna be stressed out about the stocks.
Yeah.
They're gonna be attached to this, to the result of having to make money. They're gonna be financially stressed, and they're
going to
not gonna be free.
It's going to consume them. Not going to be able to live their life.
And the guy that likes the stock market more is going to be crushing it naturally because he has a passion for it.
Exactly.
So I just think find your passion and you are going to excel.
There you go. And that's the same thing I've been preaching to a lot of people for a long time. You hit it right on the head. That's very real. Like, because the reason I made that slogan, recognize your limitless worth, because everybody here has a value to something for some reason. It may take longer for others to find what it is, but there is a value in everybody, and you can go so far with it. The only thing you can really limit is yourself. The only limitations you put on yourself is the ones you put on yourself, and that's it. If you allow yourself not have limits, then just say fuck it and go for it. It's better going for it and possibly failing than not even trying at all and wondering what if for the rest of your life. You don't want to look back saying shoulda, coulda, woulda. That's like one of the terrible feelings to have. I have that feeling with a few things in life, but nothing big. Everything that I've wanted to try to do, for most part, I've tried to do it. Has everything succeeded? Hell no. Maybe a couple things have. Not everything. Still got a lot of living to do. So just trying to spread that mind frame to others who may not have it. Just try to inspire. That's one of my biggest dreams, man. Just inspire as many people as possible with my story, with what I've learned through life, what I've learned through others, and what others may have taught me, and what I may have taught others, to inspire the next person. That's why I was so excited to work with. Like, we did that track together. And I just did that for free. Just did that for fun, because you want to try it out. I remember when somebody put me on the mic for the first time. Like, I didn't know what I was doing. I just wanted to try it out, and that spawned so much that I could blow my own horn about now, which I won't. But yeah, it's just all about just giving somebody a shot, or just keeping my mind, ears, and eyes open to what's next or who's next.
Yeah, I feel that a lot, man. When you do something you shouldn't do, and then like that regret kicks in, and then you start missing out on other opportunities, it eats you alive, bro. Like, usually we know what we have to do, but we don't always do that.
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, we all have our natural doubts every now and then, or I'm trying to think what the word is. We get self-conscious about a couple of things. Right. And kind of like, I don't know. Which is natural. I mean, we all do it. We can't fault ourselves for that. But what matters is how we overcome that, how we look past it. If there's any any naysayers, negative energy coming our way, how can we deflect that and say, like, that's not helping me get to where I want to be? How can we just keep our blinders on, keep focus on the path?
Yeah, and kind of not beat yourself up about it, kind of just move forward, gain momentum back. Yeah. I feel like momentum is super important. Yeah. Because when I go, through a whole week and I'm on top of my game, I'm waking up early, I'm reading, I'm meditating, I'm eating good, I'm in a flow, man. I'm bringing energy every day, and I'm winning the day. And
hell yeah.
It just builds up, man, and you just start to feel on fire. And
that shit works.
And that's what brings luck, man. People say luck is just random. Nah, it's when preparation meets opportunity.
There you go.
So if you prepare yourself every day, if you set yourself up to win every day by making the good little small decisions, that'll make you or break you, man.
That's the truth right there. I mean, first half an hour of your day is going to determine how most of the rest of your day is going to go. Whether it be just what you do in the morning or your mindset when you wake up. Even if you have bad dreams, still, if you have a great mindset, that first half an hour to 45 minutes of the day, it's going to determine the rest of your day. The energy you put out is going to reflect and come back to you in some way, shape, or form. It really is.
Yeah, and that's another thing that brings me to a thought of finishing strong, whatever you do, there's a question. It's which 3 turns are most important in a ski run? Have you heard this?
No, I haven't heard that. It's interesting. Tell me about it.
So the question, what are the 3 most important turns down a ski slope on a ski run? So it's either the beginning, the middle, or the end.
Okay.
What's your answer?
That's a good question. Never thought about that before, and I love skiing. Beginning?
No. So it's actually the last 3 turns before you get on the chairlift to go back up the run. So it's the last 3 turns, because when you get on that chairlift, you're gonna sit and feel and subconsciously process those last 3 turns, because that's all your body can remember.
Yeah.
So you want to have good form, good energy, good focus, good presence, because you're gonna subconsciously process that all the way up to ski lift.
Damn.
And when you get off, you're gonna enter right back into that flow of how you finished the run, not how you started it, but how you finished. And then when you go back, that's the most recent thing your body remembers.
See, that's what I'm talking about here. You learn something every day. Young, old, middle, doesn't matter. Everybody can learn something from everybody. I never heard anybody say it before and put it that way. That's very interesting. I'm all about like thinking about what your mind processes subconsciously when you're doing the next activity or whatever it is you're doing. I always think about that. That fascinates me a lot. I think about that a lot, and that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, man. And so finishing strong, man. Like, you might have to finish tonight strong to wake up in the morning feeling like a boss. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all about how you finish something. It's not how you start. And sometimes endings can be beginnings.
Absolutely, especially when they tie in together. Like every night, or at least most nights, I go to sleep. I put myself to sleep with meditation videos, soothing sound songs like music, mostly meditation videos like ASMR videos. I listen to those a lot when I go to sleep, or inspirational speeches, people talking. They just like the sound of people talking on inspirational speeches, and I want to say, just like I said, meditation videos. Those help out a lot. I've spoken on certain themes I play, or sometimes I'll just put on a random one and just listen to it, talking until I pass out, and unplug my computer so it'll eventually die out after a while. So I ain't gotta worry about waking up to some random weird shit on YouTube like 6-7 hours later or something, or burn my battery down or whatever. And that's some of the nights I get like the best sleep. Like, I'm a natural early bird all the time. I'm always up like 7, 8 o'clock all the time, whether I'm partying the night before or not. I'm always just up like, okay, how can I be productive today? What can I do today that I can? The next day I'd be like, I'm glad I did that.
Yeah, you got to make yourself proud, man. You got to be proud of yourself to really just have that self-esteem and that self-confidence to keep moving forward. You can't be trying to please anyone else. You got to get on your grind and do it for you.
Hell yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah, for many years, long time ago, I was doing a lot of stuff just to try to please others, not really giving any thought to what I wanted or how I felt about things. I wasn't really getting anywhere, just kind of spinning my wheels. Then when I started coming up with the concept for infinite ambition, that was when I started thinking, putting myself first a little more than I was before, and then I started putting more energy towards a positive future. How can I make things happen for me and the people around me by using what I know? The positive attitude started coming out more and more natural, and then that started attracting positive people around me, like-minded, people who want it better for themselves or others. And it's a snowball effect, and it's still going on to this day. And that shit just feels good. Like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. Like, I've heard people come up to me and ask me a lot, like, how do you stay positive all the time, happy all the time in this situation, blah blah blah, or just you stay out of trouble, all this other stuff. And a lot of that just comes with time, trial and error, life experience, age. I mean, in my early 20s, mid 20s, I was reckless with a lot of stuff. I'll admit, a lot of people have heard those stories before. But then slowly, gradually, you start becoming a little more focused on how that's going to affect you in your 40s, your 50s. How can you be stable in the long run? I'm all about stability right now. I'm loving that shit though.
Yeah, and just that's something that's really important to me, man. You know, keeping that high energy, that, you know, just jolly good spirit when I'm out in public, man, because it really does attract some beautiful people and opportunity to your life.
It does. Yeah.
It's been amazing, man. And you just don't know how it happens, but you just gotta smile and give gratitude, because life works in that way, man. It's beautiful.
Yeah. I think good gratitude every morning, man, whether it's through prayer, through meditation, through just self-induced therapy in your mind. Like, just I wake up, and one of the first things I'm thinking about is thankful that things are the way they are, knowing that could be 10 times worse. It has been 10 times worse. And know that I have the knowledge now to keep it from getting 10 times worse in the future. Just being very, very appreciative of in the moment, not taking nothing for granted. That's the biggest thing. Not taking nothing for granted. So easy to take a lot of stuff for granted until you see somebody else in a worse position or something else bad happening that could happen to you. It's like, wow,
yeah,
not that bad. It's good.
Yeah, like, you know, I've heard the saying, you don't know a good thing till it's gone. And that's just so true, bro. I feel
very true.
I feel like it, like, something almost has to go for you to realize, oh my gosh, like, I'm blessed. Like,
hell yeah.
Like, you don't even think about it. That's just how we're programmed, I feel like.
It is.
We're just kind of, I don't know.
Because I feel like if we haven't learned it yet, if we haven't learned how to live with the have-not, I'm not just talking about material possessions, but just be spiritually healthy, mentally healthy, a good significant other, or a great habits in life that's not self-destructive. If you abuse that, it's gonna go. Then you be like, look back like, damn, I fucked that up. Like, it's just things you learn through life is nuts. It's crazy.
Yeah, for sure, man. I feel like you gotta experience stuff a lot firsthand to really live through it and teach it to others. Instead of just talking about stuff that you don't really know, you know, you gotta practice what you preach.
Yeah, that's damn sure. Definitely. What's well, I wouldn't normally ask somebody this a little bit later in life. I know you're pretty young to be asking this, but I'm asking you anyway.
Shoot it, brother.
What do you feel like if you had top 5 things on your bucket list right now?
Okay, let's go. Skydiving.
Good one. Done that. Great one.
Skydiving. Damn, man. Go to Costa Rica.
Hell yeah.
Speak on a live stage in front of people. Nice. Or, you know, somewhere where I can have a bigger audience. I feel that in me. I know my potential is way more than this.
That's great.
So yeah, man, inspire others and stuff.
That's really great.
Speak in front of an audience or something. Man, what else would I do? I don't even know. That's 3. What would you do?
My list changes so much the more I think about it and the more people ask me, but I know one of them would be to ride in a hot air balloon with my girl. Yeah, we do that. Hit all 7 continents of the world. I've been to 4. America, South Africa. Yeah. Still got a few left to go.
You know, I feel like it's
hard to get past 3.
I feel like
I've done so much already.
Straight up, I feel like it's good to ask big questions like this. It makes you think, man. It
makes
you have to imagine. And imagination is, it can be hard. It challenges you because your brain's not used to firing in that way. So Einstein said, some man told me this quote on the bus yesterday about Einstein. Einstein said, imagination is more powerful than knowledge. Because knowledge is just the facts, like it's already there, but imagination is something that's not there. You know, we have to create that.
A lot of the stuff that we have now started with imagination, and somebody invented it. That's nuts. Or it started imagination using things that were available, invented into something that became like, for example, look around the room, the computer. Electricity's always been around, but before we was able to harness and use electricity, or create plastic, whatever, or metal, or the different metals and stuff, and to create that instrument, like so you had to have imagination, like, ooh, I'm gonna create a machine that can do this, and this. Grab these materials, use electricity, create electronics. This is nuts, man. That's crazy to think about. You go down the wormhole in that for hours on just imagination itself.
Yeah, man. So that comes to, do Do you think that since like we created all of this, like that it also has life, like it's a part of consciousness too now? Do you believe that all things like have life or are a part of like this?
I believe elements of all things have life, but not as a whole. It's like the things that are used to create plastic, there's life in it. There's life in water, there's life in the elements in metals.
Yeah.
I want to say organisms, but organisms too. That goes in the materials that creates the paint. There's the paint that's on this glass.
Do you think these non-living things are somehow or another like connected to us or have an experience like we are having an experience
through 6 degrees of separation along the way? Yeah, like I was saying with micromaterials, like the combination of those things, each one of those things has its own little elements within it that has life, whether it be the minerals, the atoms, the organisms and shit. I mean, yeah, of course they're probably dead in theory, but at one point it did have life, and those were that kept it alive. And
yeah, it's so interesting, man. I don't know how to answer those questions.
I'm a strong believer in energy, which is like spirits is energy that's not dead. So energy is in everything. So yeah, for sure, man. But back to, like imagining and asking those bigger questions and making yourself like think harder like that. I feel like it's a great process to actually like put yourself where you want to be in the future. Yeah.
Because like if you don't know what you want to do, like if you actually never think about those top 5 things on your bucket list, like
just floating through life.
Yeah, exactly, man. So
it's good to have a direction because it keeps you striving for something, keeps you working hard, keeps you motivated. If you're unmotivated to do anything, then you're not really gonna grow as a person. You're gonna age a lot faster, and you're not really gonna learn much of anything. You're probably just gonna go backwards or attract other people around you who are basically just spinning their wheels in the same spot, not really going anywhere. So it's good to have at least some direction. It gotta be like a huge goal or a big dreams of grandeur, but just something to work for or work towards. Like maybe just reminded me of something else that's on my bucket list that wasn't there. It wasn't on my bucket list up until about a year ago. But starting a family, marriage.
There we go. That's a good one, bro.
Passing down.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, just passing down myself. I'm an only child, so passing on my name or passing on my legacy, creating something better than myself in the future. That's gonna at least have a fraction of what I've gained through life as far as like knowledge and my spirit. Passing that on is something that can potentially be greater, that I want to teach to make greater than myself. That's when I outlive me. Like I'm creating my brand. I want my brand to outlive me in some way, shape, or form. Whether it's through music, whether it's through media or production, or some kind of creative art form. I want that. I'm trying to work so hard now to create something that's going to outlive me and have fun doing it. So yeah, that's definitely on my list.
Yeah, I feel like that's a big part of the human experience. We all want something bigger than just ourselves. We want to be remembered.
Hell yeah.
And I feel like it's difficult for people to find a purpose right now sometimes, because you kind of have to create a purpose for yourself, and that can be challenging. You'll have to get up and go to work to work on that purpose. It's not going to be rainbows and butterflies.
Exactly. It's not going to be just thrown in your lap like, this is what you're supposed to do, and this is what I work for you, period. Just roll with it. No, you got to make it happen.
Sometimes there's going to be a damn rainbow outside, and it's going to be all worth it, man.
Right.
Like, I promise you that.
Hell yeah. Yeah, like me and my roommate Mackenzie, we were just talking the other day about manifestation. How you both believe how real that is. Like it's crazy. I could go on a tangent about things that I felt like I was manifesting years ago. I didn't even know I was manifesting until it happened years later. I think back like, oh shit, this is scary. Like this is happening, or I have this exact saying, or I'm saying this throughout in X amount of years ago. I was saying it in the future. This is what I want to be saying, doing, and having. Much of that has came true. So I'm like, okay, now that I've been looking up a lot of stuff, I'm reading books, listening to, watching videos, listening to motivational speakers talk about the stuff. I'm hearing people share their experiences through life over the last year and a half, whatever. So I've been like taking it more seriously, doing a lot of meditation, thinking about it, writing stuff down, learning about how the elements of water is more than just one of the elements of earth, more than just how it affects your body, how it affects your mind, soul, and spirit. it's so much stuff that it gets into me. Like I've been studying how to strengthen my chakra, all that, and I'm like, wow, this is crazy stuff. And then I talked about karma with a lot of people for years. Yeah. And I've experienced the good and bad karma both ways. Yeah. Throughout my whole adult life, and it's like it's hard to talk about without sounding too preachy, but it's like I feel it. Like I feel it all the time.
Yeah, for real.
Sometimes I'll look at something that may be going on with my brand or somebody that I've met and say, how was I asking for this without saying it out loud? Then like a month later, unfortunately, that happens. And I didn't feel like I've done anything major to make it happen. It's like, what the fuck? It broke my mind.
Yeah. Man, you should really check out a great book, The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. And it talks about the law of karma, the law of least effort. Like you were just saying, you didn't even like really ask for it and it just happened. Yeah. It talks about a great stuff, man, like the law of giving, the law of detachment, the law of setting an intention and desire, which is manifestation. Damn. It's a great book. It's so short and sweet, bro. And it's just like a book where you can just flip open to any page at any time and you'll just get a gem in there, man.
Damn, it's kind of like this 10,000 Dreams Interpreted dictionary that I had when I was in high school.
Whoa, I'm super interested in that.
Yeah, I had it in high school. I lost it like in 2003 somewhere in Hawaii. But I was just talking to my girl about this last month. I was looking online for it, and I found the exact book on Amazon, that book. And I was thinking about ordering it. I'm probably still going to order it because that's just like what you said. I can turn to any page. If I dreamt about something, I'll find that word or find that subject matter. I'm like, what is like? It's like, this is book my psychic or something. It's crazy how they know this. Like something that's either happen or going to happen.
In your actual dreams during sleep?
No, I wake up and like I wake up and look at the book, like turn to a page.
Yeah, but do you like think back at a dream you just had and say like, okay, what does that mean?
Yeah, that's what I did.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like I'll say like I wake up, I think about like a football team. I was on a football team. Look up football team, like reading like what the hell? Like I'll say like say something like oh yeah.
Did that help you with lucid dreaming?
Yep.
Have you had lucid dreams?
Quite a few.
Man, I've been trying for years now, but I just haven't really fully committed. I feel like I don't believe that I can or something. And that's
sometimes it happens when you least expect it. Because it doesn't happen that often with a lot of people, just from based off of studies that I've read. It's not common with as common as regular dreams to everybody else.
Yeah, like only 20% of the world or something is actual like every night lucid dreamers.
I wish I could be a lucid dreamer every night.
Man, shout out to Kenny Tran. He went to my high school senior year. He always used to sit at my lunch table and I'd be like, yo, Kenny, what'd you dream about last night? And like this dude, he was just able to tap into a lucid dream every night.
Wow. I wish I could do that.
Like, so it was just normal to him. So I feel like I've kind of like got this belief buried inside my head or something that's holding me back from lucid dreaming, but I'm gonna get it, man. I'm just,
yeah, me too.
Like you said, it can happen when you least expect it.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how I can make it happen every night, or at least make it happen more often. Because those times when you slightly feel like you can control what's happening in your dreams, that is so rare. I'm like, I wake up like, oh, I want to go back to sleep right now and finish it off or something. It's crazy.
And notice how if you wake up from like a super fire dream, you wake up in a super good mood.
Hell yeah.
Or if you like wake up from a scary dream or confused, you're like, damn, you're kind of like shook up, feeling weird when you wake up.
Yeah, I know. I gotta watch a cartoon or something while I get up to shake my head from that scary dream.
Yeah, like damn, I'm glad that wasn't real.
Man, for real. That shit is nuts.
Yeah, that's fascinating though. I feel like, you know, I've always like looked up like, you know, how to lucid dream, like best ways to lucid dream, like how to, you know, manifest a lucid dream. And like one technique is like reality checks throughout the day, like literally asking yourself like, am I dreaming right now? And like looking at your hands or something and see if you have like 20 fingers. Or like setting the intention before bed, like I'm going to lucid dream, and then just like meditating on that for however long. And then, you know, even setting an alarm on your phone to wake up in the middle of the night to wake up, like set the intention, then go back to bed.
Yeah. Which
is called a wake-induced lucid dream, where you wake up, you know, so you're kind of still in that sleep cycle, so it's a little easier to tap into. So there's a lot of different techniques.
I used to study martial arts when I was a teenager, and one thing my sensei said, which I didn't understand at the time, but I understand now. He said the same thing, something about who was talking about a subject of meditation at one time. He said, set your alarm clock to wake yourself up 3 hours before you're supposed to wake up. As soon as you wake up, go turn off, go right back to sleep. It's going to be uncomfortable, but try it one time and see how you feel the next morning. And I really don't remember if I actually tried it back then, but I did try it like in my adult life a couple times a few years ago. And I don't know, just go back. My second sleep was so much deeper for some reason. I thought about like, man, it was on to something. So yeah, it's nuts. It's nuts studying the mind.
You said that was karate or something? What'd you say that was?
Tang Sudo.
What is that?
That's a Korean form of karate.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fascinating. Self-defense and all that. I feel like that's something I want to get into, man. Jiu-jitsu or something.
Yeah, it's great for mind and body discipline.
Yeah.
Aside from the exercise and the defending yourself part, is good for your soul.
Yeah, you know, you're gonna be more confident if you can walk around knowing that you are confident in your self-defense.
And push your mind at a state of peace that a lot of other people don't have.
Yeah. I feel like they bring, meditation and movement together in all those forms. You know,
it's all linked together.
Real discipline, real focus, real presence. You know.
Yep.
So that's pretty.
The Buddhists mastered it eons ago. Everybody's passing it on. They start to develop their own form. So it's crazy. Did you go to Springfest last year?
No, I went this year. Yeah, I went this year.
I didn't go this year. How was it?
And I saw Denzel Curry.
Oh, okay.
That was interesting.
Nice.
Yeah, he was. I was like in a mosh pit, just getting like mobbed around. Everyone was freaking out, bro. Yeah, it was interesting. It was free, so it was good.
Can't complain about that.
No?
I didn't go this year. I forgot why I didn't go. I think I had to work that night, but I was also I guess I just wasn't really interested this year.
Yeah.
The year before I went, I had a great time. It was fun.
Yeah.
But this year I just kind of put it off for some reason.
Yeah. Hey, so how many podcasts have you done so far?
This is episode 17.
Nice.
Yeah. And I did an episode with my homeboy back home in Dayton, Ohio. My boy Gemini. He started a podcast. Well, him and his homeboy, Black Friday, had a podcast. And I did an episode on there. It's got like 5 or 6 episodes.
Yeah.
He just branched off and started his own, called the Gym Cities. There's a Gym City Syndicate.
Yeah.
That's what Dayton, Ohio's nickname is, Gym City. But he started one recently called the City of Gym podcast, which is just him talking about old, a lot of funk classics, a lot of music. And I'm hoping to be a guest on his one day. I'm going to try to visit back home this October.
Yeah, this is a new thing, man, podcasting.
Yeah, well, it's not really that new, but it's much bigger now than what it was like
I should say
7 or 8 years ago when it kind of first started taking off a little bit.
Right.
Now it's like huge. Now everybody and mom got a podcast.
Yeah.
It's this new form of media, long form conversation. This is what radio interviews has always been, but now it's like it's online. Anybody can do it. You can just do it on your phone anytime.
Yeah.
So it's fun, man. I want to get more and more into it. We were just talking about fans of different shows that we're fans of. It's dope.
Yeah, and I feel like you can get a lot of inspiration out of it. I feel like it's important to get other output or input from other people.
Yeah, I like to hear people's stories.
Right.
Whether it's celebrities or not, just like interesting stories you have to tell about anything. If you might catch something that you can relate to, or maybe you can learn something from it, get some info about something, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I also feel like practicing.
This is the wire right here.
Is good. Yeah. But yeah, I also feel like practicing, getting no input during a certain part of the day or whenever. Meaning like you don't listen to podcasts or you don't listen to music or you don't do anything. Yeah, man. You just like sit silent and
do that.
And great ideas and stuff will come to you, man.
Yeah, you don't want to get because that's the moment where you feel like you're not worried about any outside influence, extra influence that you may not need, because it's just you and your own thoughts and your own knowledge, and you just kind of stew in that for a minute. And I do it sometimes, but when I feel like any thoughts of doubt or any negative thoughts may come into my head, I just stop doing like, okay, that's what I don't need. That's enough. I'm done for today. Go back to reconnect to the outside world a little bit.
Yeah.
But the disconnect is great every now and then. And sometimes if you want to disconnect for hours at a time, it's even better.
Yeah.
If you're doing it in a serene atmosphere or around positive people, that's how you want to disconnect. Disconnect, but just stay connected to what's going to help you or what's going to keep you serene, not what's going to throw you in a negative downward spiral.
Yeah.
What's going to give you the wrong information.
Yeah, you know, like disconnect from technology and like actually get in nature. Like,
yeah. That's why camping is so fun. That's why rafting is so fun. Bike riding, skiing. You know what I'm saying? Just get out, walking along by the water. That's my shit. I love running water. Rivers, lakes, and shit like that. Creeks. I can sit there for hours.
Yeah, that's why I have on the swimsuit, man. I'm like a cold water addict right now. I literally jump in the cold water every morning. I've been doing so for the last 4 days.
It wakes you up too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's making me strong, man. Not just like, it's making me mentally strong, but it's also making me physically strong. Cold water is great for you with
muscles.
Being, an anti-inflammatory property. You know, cold shock proteins activating in your body.
Right.
And I also like the hot too, like getting in a sauna. Like it's 100 degrees with 100% humidity in Texas. So when I go back, I'm about to get in that sauna.
Yeah, I love saunas.
Yeah, they're great for you, man. They're great for your skin and building up endurance and stuff. And actually, they did a study where they found that these like old man, like 50-year-old man who went to the sauna like 4 times a week for 20 minutes had like a 40% decrease in like cardiac arrest and like all of these like heart attacks and all of these like diseases and stuff that men can die from. So it's great for your body and longevity as well.
Is it true that also increases the elasticity in your skin because it opens your pores more?
It absolutely does. Skin elasticity. And cold water will do that as well. Yeah.
The cold water tightens it, right? Like
okay. Yeah, so you want to have both of those. And it's amazing, man. Going from something extremely hot to extremely cold, like the stress that it's a good stress that you put on your body, and you should just feel how amazing it is, man. Like you don't think about anything but how you feel in your body. You're just like, oh my gosh, I'm so relaxed right now.
I do that so much at areas where there's like a hot tub and a pool. I'll be in one for a while. I get in the pool. I do that like a hot tub. Back and forth.
Yeah, it's crazy how relaxed you can be.
It is.
So that's something that you can force on yourself if you're not in a peak state of mind.
Yeah. Are you going swimming when you leave here?
No, probably not. I went before I came here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
The White Water Park.
Oh, Gunner? Yeah.
Yeah, I've been going there. It's pretty close.
Last time I went there, just because I wiped out in a raft. Me and my boy Alex and a few others.
Wait, Alex?
Yeah, the curly hair Alex?
Yeah. That's so funny, man. I was sitting at the bus stop, and this random guy just pulls up. He's like, beep, beep, who wants to ride the Gunny? Hop in.
That's him. You would do that.
Yeah, I just hopped in, and we just talked all the way home.
Yeah, he cool as fuck, man.
Yeah, he actually was.
I need to get him on the podcast. I haven't yet. I don't know why yet.
You should get him on the podcast for sure.
We used to hang out all the time, but then just life and jobs and busyness back and forth. We aren't in contact as much as we used to, but I need to get him on the show.
Yeah.
So bad. We got tons of stories. Like, last time I was out White Water Park, me, him, and his boys went out there rafting. And we got to the rapids. My dumb ass, I'm riding the Bronco and shit. I'm on front, just wilding out. Like, we flipped over backwards, and it was a mess after that. Like, our stuff went going downstream. Half of us went flying downstream. The raft was elsewhere. I get up, I'm looking around, I come out the water, look around, I don't see nobody. I'm like, oh shit, where's everybody? Is everybody dead? They go downstream, where's everybody? The first thing I could think of was swim to the side fast as I could. I didn't even know I was that strong. Like, swim to the side, I grab one of the tree branch, hang on the side, like the branches. I'm looking around, I see the raft coming, floating towards me. I'm like, I'm thinking I can grab it. I don't know the current. I'm like, I kind of catch the raft. I grab it. Nope. I'm gonna lose it. Let it go because the current just took it away from me. I'm not that strong. Nobody is. So I climb out, walk along the bank a little distance.
Yeah. I
see a couple of the other boys. They get out already. They're walking back towards me. They're like, oh, Khari, we thought you was dead. I'm like, nah, I'm good. Where's everybody else? They said, oh, they're way down there. They're out though. They're fine. They caught the raft. So we get out. about to shivering for like next hour.
Yeah, were you just in like swim trunks?
Huh?
Were you just in like swim trunks?
Yeah.
Yeah, you fell in that water and your body went into shock, huh?
Know it. But that was probably one of my funnest rafting trips. Though we went a couple other times too, but that day was just crazy.
Yeah.
My phone took a plunge in the water for like over a minute, and I soaked it in rice for a week, and it survived. I still got that phone today. I don't use it because it's an old phone, but
yeah,
it survived somehow.
That's a trick that a lot of people know. Like, soak your phone in rice if it gets dunked in.
Yeah.
Dunked in the water. Yeah, that's a pretty cool hack.
It works most of the time. Like, take it apart and do it immediately or as soon as you possibly can.
Yeah. Yeah, rafting's cool. I went the other day with my dad up Clear Creek.
Okay.
We were doing like class 4 and class 5s.
Yeah.
It was funny. He was saying like a class 1 is like sitting in a bathtub, and then a class 6 is like going off Niagara Falls.
God damn.
Yeah. But I could imagine, like, it didn't feel crazy when we were going over them, over like the class 4s and stuff, but like if you flipped a boat in that or like fell out in that, it would be crazy. Like, that's some powerful water.
Yeah. I bet.
Like, when y'all flipped the boat, what were you around? Was it like pretty chill and mellow?
It was pretty chill and mellow, and just before the water part it got a little rough. And then right like, okay, was it at the, I can't remember if it was at the water park or just before it we were flipped over. Because we ended up walking. Yeah, you have to ask Alex. He tells the story better than I can. He talks about it all the time. But it wasn't that rough, but it was rough enough to the point where like you could stand up, but walking across the water park was a struggle. Like, I'm tall, so it was like up to my thigh, like mid thigh for me.
Yeah.
At that time.
Wow, that's deep. That's pretty deep.
At that time.
I forgot. They were saying like either you don't stand, the raft guides, they were saying you either don't stand up in high water or you don't stand up in short water. I'm pretty sure it's high water.
Yeah, it's high water because pressures will take you over.
Yeah, and you can get like, your foot can get stuck between a rock.
Yep.
Or crazy stuff.
Yeah, I cut up my knees pretty bad that day. My left knee and my thighs.
Yeah.
And that day, like, we almost didn't go rafting because the water was so high. There's people telling one of the guys who was with that it's too hot to go. The bridge is too low. Bridges were too low. Then we waited a while and somebody else came by and said it's cleared for everybody to raft. So the whole time we're hearing two different things. So we took a chance. We went, and every bridge we went under, it was pretty low. You like kind of laid down. We could have sat up, but we just took a precaution to lay down because water was pretty high.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was like maybe like a foot higher, it would have been too much. And this was 3 summers last summer.
Okay.
3 summers ago. Yeah. Yeah, rafting is the shit though. I have not rafted up out here yet. A lot of my friends have, but I have not yet. I want to check
Where?
that out. I don't know exactly where. I'm hearing
Taylor?
I'll tell you, well, Taylor too, but I'm hearing, was it? So I'm hearing Slate.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I think it's Slate.
Raft those.
I didn't know either. Somewhere in town, like from town down to this way. I'm not sure where. I'm just hearing, seeing much different posts on Facebook.
That's cool, man.
You a Marvel fan at all?
A little bit. I'm not like a geek, you know. Not.
I'm a Marvel geek.
Yeah.
I'm a confessed geek.
Yeah, no, sure. I don't know like all the stories and the characters and stuff, but I'll go see Iron Man. You know. You know what I'm saying?
I just saw the latest Spider-Man movie.
Bro, I need to see Endgame again, man. I do.
Endgame was hard.
Yeah, I need to see it again to really process it and appreciate it.
Yeah, they put a lot into it. They stuffed a lot in that movie. My
favorite movie right now, favorite documentary, Straight Outta Compton, bro.
I've seen that about 20 times.
Incredible.
I got the DVD right over there, man.
I just saw it, bro. I just saw it. It was incredible.
I love that movie.
That movie was hard, man.
Yeah.
Raw, emotional, real.
If they wanted to, they could have made 2 sequels of that. Because I mean,
with
they
Dr. Dre and M, you think,
that, or they could have just took just that section of the story and stretched it out over 3 movies. Because there's so much that they didn't put in there because of you only fit so much into a movie into that time frame.
So you are.
Oh yeah, I grew up in the 80s. I was a fan of them as a kid. Before I sneak in and listen to them. My parents didn't let me listen to them, stuff like that. So
wow.
Yeah, I followed all their careers, man. I still listen to the ones that still put out music and still do musical projects. I still follow some of that. So Yeah, they got a lot in their story that they couldn't fit into the movie.
Did you watch 8 Mile?
Oh yeah, about 6 million times.
Yeah, you like that scene, huh?
Fucking love 8 Mile.
Yeah.
I saw it in the theater. My boy, who was actually from 8 Mile, Detroit. That area of Detroit. He's from there. He saw it. It was geeking out the whole time. Like, ah.
Hey, so in 8 Mile, in the movie, when Eminem's at the last rap battle, and there's like a guy in the crowd, and he's like, "Good shit, G." Was that Dr. Dre? Is that how they met?
No, it wasn't. There wasn't anybody in the movie portraying Dr. Dre.
Yeah, I would like to see a movie on that if it's like an interesting story about how like Dre and M started blowing up.
Yeah, that could be a documentary within itself. I mean, I don't know if you've ever seen the Defiant ones.
No.
On YouTube. Well, it was about Dr. Dre, Jimmy Iovine, and Interscope Records, and their history, how they met, and things they had going on behind the scenes. But a section of that was about how Dre met Eminem, and how he met him was through M went to LA or somewhere in California for Rap Olympics, which was basically a rap freestyle rap battle contest, whatever. M didn't win, but he made it to the finals. But one of Dre's people that was tight with Dre heard how dope he was then, so he got a hold of Eminem's demo that M had with him, like a CD of a song or two, or I don't know if it was that or the EP he dropped, Infinite, which was before this some shady LP, and he gave it to Dre. And then Dre reached out, and that's how he ended up connecting with Eminem. They started working on songs together, and then he eventually put them out on his label. Because at the time, Dre was like, he already left Death Row. He started Aftermath, but he put out an Aftermath compilation, which was like a lot of R&B acts, a little bit of hip hop. It was totally different sound of hip hop than what he's doing now. It was more of a contemporary type, different sound. Didn't really blow up that much. Dre only left for like 50-something million, whatever, which wasn't that really that much for what he was trying to do. Left all this shit with Death Row. He left. Death Row can have it. So Aftermath is starting to struggle. Gets sometimes Eminem. Eminem blows up. M finds 50 Cent. They brings him to Aftermath. Dre produces him. Bam.
So Eminem found 50 Cent.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Who was that guy that was partners with Dr. Dre for Death Row Records?
Oh, Suge Knight.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's a bad man. That's how they portrayed him in the movie, bro.
He has a excuse me. He has a rep for a lot of shit he did. He brought a lot of the street element into the business side of his label.
Yeah.
He was connected with the Pyro Bloods and all that. So
yeah,
he brought a lot of that into the label. A lot of stories. There's a ton of stories around him. Some true, some not. Huh? Yeah, he's in jail right now.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Yeah,
that would happen.
On the set of Straight Outta Compton, he went to the set because he heard about it. He went to the set, and when he pulled up to the set, those were guys that approached him that tried to attack him in his car. So Suge tried to get away. When Suge tried to get away, he ran him over. Ran over one of the guys, and the guy died. So he went to jail for that. He's still in jail now. He got
damn, that wasn't in the movie.
Well, nah. Well, that's because he went to the set while I was making the movie. Because he heard it was like they had somebody doing his likeness, his character.
No way, he just did that?
Yeah, that happened while that happened while they was filming the movie. He went to the set.
So that was like what? When was Straight Outta Compton? 2016?
I think so. Yeah, I think.
So damn, that was.
I could be a year off, but I think it was 2016.
That was so recent.
Yeah.
That's so wild, man.
Yeah, so he eventually ended up losing the label, but now his son, he's a businessman himself and a producer and rapper. He started a new label. It's called The New Death Row. Yeah. And it's a different label. It's not the same everything. He has his own acts, doing everything legit. Super smart guy. Super smart dude. He's a good artist too. I've heard one of his songs. And now he's taking over his own way. His story with alone is so rich. I mean, just Suge alone. You know, being in high school, he was supposed to play for LA Rams, which he started playing for LA Rams.
Really?
Yep.
What position?
I don't remember. But as he started playing for LA Rams, he got hurt. His first season, he got hurt. Actually, I think before even he started the season, he got hurt like practice or some shit. I don't know. Very early, he got injured in his leg or something, so he couldn't play. But then he started being a bodyguard for NWA. Went from being a bodyguard to managing a couple acts. From managing a couple acts to actually starting the label with Dre. And so forth.
I think I'm gonna grab some more coffee, bro.
Yeah, there's some more left. You go ahead.
All right.
Actually, it's about 1:08, so probably cut this off pretty soon.
You gotta be at work at 1:30.
Nah, 2. But I'm leaving for 2. But I'm leaving early.
Hey, bro, I swear, man, we gotta do a part 2.
Oh, we definitely
before I leave.
Definitely will. I mean, I leave in September, so we're definitely gonna get another one in.
Bro, no, I'm leaving in like August.
Oh, when?
Like,
the part of August.
No specific date yet. I got a few plans though, but bro, I'm talking.
Oh shit, we definitely gotta get one in there.
Not like dead ass in like 2 weeks.
Like before early August, like before August starts.
Like we can do it like in a week or something.
I'm
or
down.
Like tomorrow. Like
I'm down. Yeah,
this was super chill, bro.
I'm still working on fixing this mic, trying to get it right.
Yeah, what do you mean? What's up with it?
Well, the inside, I don't know what it's called, but on the inside there was like a little conductor thing, and it came loose. Cause I dropped it a bunch of times.
Yeah.
And so I took it apart, unscrewed it, and tried to put it back together, but there's a wire that you had to solder it back together. And I don't have a soldering kit, so I did a little cheat code. I took my corkscrew, heated it up, heated the little metal thing, liquid, like made it a little soft, connected together, and it's connected, but now it's like cuts in and out. So that's why my backup recorder was on this, my voice recorder.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so that and recording off that mic and the head mic.
Always said to have a backup recorder.
I always got backup. I got this recording, that's recording.
Yeah.
Mic on my phone's picking me up really well.
Yeah.
So
that's
like,
great.
Just in case it doesn't come out on this mic, I got other devices where I can just input it into my mixer and just mix it down so it sounds clear. So yeah, we can definitely get that in. I got a few other people I'm going to get in before September.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna do something big for my 20th
when I
episode.
Start my podcast, you can come out.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
No doubt, man. I
bro.
appreciate that.
That's what I'm talking about, bro.
Thank you for coming in, man. It's been the Infinite Ambition Podcast, episode 17. You want to give me your social medias? Do you have any?
Oh yeah, for sure. Follow me on Instagram, Logan Daniel _. I post a lot of inspirational, funny shit.
That's what's up.
I'll definitely hype you up. I'm trying to grow my following, like I said, because I can see myself speaking to a bigger audience.
No doubt.
As I'm growing and changing and evolving through life.
Yeah.
But straight up, infinite ambition, follow your dreams, man. Hell yeah, Khari, we out.
That's Your Limitless Worth, man. You know on my social medias, you know them. It's in the links around in the description below. It's in my website, Kharismind.com. You can always find me there. And yeah, man, just continue to stay motivated, stay focused, and stay positive. Peace.